Okay, so here we are for the semi-finals battle against Aaron, and he brings the same 6, I bring the same 6. We do have some different sets at the very least, but it's going to still be a very tough game. Outside of the Sliverwing, I have changed my sets on everything. I'm glad that they didn't bring a different team because, well, I'm somewhat glad, because I could have brought 𝙃𝙎𝙎𝙎 on my 𝙃𝙎𝙎𝙎, it would have been a lot better here, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty happy to just lead off with my Magnezone. I'm going to Terra Flying this time instead of Terra Grass, because as nice as Terra Grass is to be able to pick up those KOs, it let me so much, let so many more things come in and revenge me, and I'd rather not have that. So that is why we are Terra Flying this time, and we still do a lot of damage. With the analytic boosts, we do much. We do much. So I think I just want to lead off with Magnezone, try and get some breaking in early. If they lead off with the low kicks, that is the worst case scenario, I think. Because Terra Bug First Impression does so much damage. Terra Bug U-Turn does 52 to 62. But whatever comes in has got to take a Terra Blast Flying. I know last time he was AV Swalot, which is still going to take a good amount. I did not lock that in, did I? That is my bad. Okay, Cyclone is still a good lead. It's still an absolutely fine lead. It just means that I have to switch into low kicks, which is a little bit problematic. Do I take one actually with Cyclozar? Can I afford to stay in? Airplane is going to be the lead. Magnezone does... okay. I am going to Terra Flying, and I'm just going to click Terra Blast. It's going to do a lot of damage to a Braviary. I'm looking at the wrong Pokemon currently. It is going to do nearly Oko it. Nearly pick up the Oko. So we're just going to go for it. Don't want to take a close combat or anything like that, so I'm just going to go for the Terra Blast. If they Brave Bird, it doesn't do a lot. It does half. So it does do something. But I assume it's going to be a U-turn. U-turn seems like a pretty safe play. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to do a lot of damage to something. I'm assuming it's going to be Swalot. It's going to be Chill, which is the Gastrodon. And that is absolutely going to 2-hit KO. Just going to click it again, no reason to not. Weakening this was all part of my game plan. I just now need to weaken... Volcanion as well. And we look like we're in a pretty good spot. They are faster than me, which is actually what I wanted. So that's just going to 2-hit KO. Okay, so Gastrodon down turn 2, turn 3, whatever. It's gone. That's the main thing. And there's no one Pokemon that should be able to come in and revenge me. Outside of like maybe Specs Volcanion. Venom comes in. It's going to be the Swalot. This is something that I don't necessarily switch in well to. So I do kind of just want to go for the Terra Blast. They're going to knock off, that's fine. This is still going to do a good amount. And not having the specs now is going to be actually better for me. Yeah, that's still AV. That's very, 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 very much AV. Probably going to see a Gunk Shot coming out here. Do I want to preserve this health at this point? Maybe, but at the same time, like, what do I go into to preserve the health? Really, it's nothing. So yeah, I will go for the Slow Volt. They're going to miss the Gunk, so that's actually best case scenario for me. This getting weakened was also a necessity. So starting things off pretty nicely. I still have the Braviary, so I can't really lock myself into Earthquake. Not. I can Double Edge, I believe. If Swalot is like max HP, then I can Double Edge. Flare Blitz would just kill. I do still have my switch into Volcanion. So I think I do want to click Blitz. Because Blitz is good into everything. And it will pick up the KO on this. If they go Donphan, I go back out into Super Board. That is... yeah, Donphan. This was Spadef last time. It isn't this time. But I will... I'm going to go into 𝙃𝙄𝙎𝙎𝙬𝙬. If they knock, they take that chip and then they become in range of the next Flare Blitz. They EQ. They are going to knock. Okay. And they just Citrus again. Did they bring the same team? I'm going to make a double into Magnezone. Might be Gunk Shot. Actually, thinking about it. Yeah, it is. But that's not a 2-hit KO. And I don't believe that you have switch-ins to this. Certainly not one that's reliable. And I could just... I could just pivot through you, right? At this point, do I need to keep the health on this? It's outsped by everything. It's killed by everything. I would say no. But I do want to Volt Switch just to get the slow momentum. They land the Gunk Shot this time, this probably knocks me out. Doesn't knock me out, okay. So we're going to be able to at least keep us as a sack. And you really don't give them much. I guess Donphan, that would be what they give you, or I give you. I kind of want to go out and just straight out into Arcanine, because Donphan's not as much of an issue. If they go into Volcanion, they go into Volcanion. I will just pivot through my Cyclizar. Or at least attempt to. If I need to sack off Magnezone, I have to sack off Magnezone. But I think this time maybe I just cycle through Sliverwing on the Donphan. I kind of do want to keep the health on it. Thinking about it actually. Super Board comes back out. Thinking about it, I could actually go into Magnezone once the Trick Room goes up and cause some real big issues for him. I'm going to go through my Sliver. So I think there's one thing you don't do here is click Earthquake. Click Earthquake, quick, knock off. Because I went to 𝙃𝙎𝙎𝙬𝙬 last time. Yeah. That's going to do so very little. I don't really want to lose my item, especially if it is the exact same set as last time, so I will just U-turn. And back into Hat. As much as I could use the Trick Room to let Magnezone do things later. I could also double on a Gunk. There's part of me that really wants to do that, but I don't know if it's actually going to be worth it. Is this going to knock me out? Do I need to overdo this though? I could literally just go out into Arcanine afterwards. Or go out into Basculegion afterwards. Click Shadow Ball. Joy-Con. There we go. I'll Trick Room. In case I miss. I honestly don't think I was getting the Trick Room up on anything at this point. So I don't mind doing that. Does Shadow Ball knock you out? That is a question. Shadow Ball probably does. There shouldn't be a world in which it's able to take this hit. So I will go for a Shadow Ball. And they could double into Braviary, but I think more likely going to be Volcanion. Just Breathe, that is the Volcanion. But I'm certainly not going to appreciate this. Certainly didn't. And I don't want to take damage on this right now. Can I set up a agility on anything else, though? Potentially not. I'm just going to go for the agility. Ah, they withdraw. Okay. Goes into the airplane. Surf does do a whole lot of damage. Brave Bird in turn would potentially just knock me out. Like, you can't go for a close combat here. So I'm just going to go out into Arcanine. Because Arcanine guarantees me a kill. Yeah, there's a Brave Bird. Still does a lot of damage. Was that a crit? No. But that bit of recoil might be pretty huge later on. Double Edge looks very, very free. Yes. Looks very, very free. Yeah, I'm going to withdraw. I assume it's going to be Donphan Sack, but it could also be a Volcanion. Yeah, okay. Crit did not matter. Now, we just need to win the sack race, essentially. So Low Kicks is alive, but it can't one-shot me. Braviary is alive, but it shouldn't be able to one-shot me. I think this is the turn in which I sack my Magnezone. Actually, do I even need to do that at this point? I think it's better for me to sack Magnezone than it is for me to lose the Scarf, actually. So I think I just make this play, because I don't think Double Edge kills Donphan from there by any means. So I think I'd rather just... and there's the Earthquake. I mean, I'll just Terra Blast on the off chance they miss a Gunk Shot. Maybe they go for a knockoff, but I don't know if that kills me. But I do land a Gunk Shot. I go Arcanine. Like, as long as I've got enough sacks, I should be fine. Should be fine into basically anything. I think that I still need to try and find an opportunity to set up an agility, just to ensure that I can. Like, I'm gonna click Surf here. Just gonna do it. Yes, they can go out into Braviary. They could also go out into Low Kicks now. Yeah, they're going out into Low Kicks instead. Realistically, don't have a switch in either way. I could Protect. If it's SD, then it's not first impression and we can kill it afterwards. So I'll click Protect. They aren't going to Terra. Okay. And they click Knockoff. So I'm just going to out into Sliver. If they go into Braviary, we outspeed it anyway. And I think at this point we might just need that little bit of damage from close combat to be able to take this out. I'm just going to knock again. Okay. Good lord, that did so much damage. Going to click Close Combat, as they have Protect. Okay, so this is not banded. Maybe that changes things. Either way, I can go into you. I go into you and I click Draco. And I need them to lock themselves into close combat and kill me. So I can click Agility and I can win. If they're not choice locked on that Braviary in the end, then so be it. But I think this is how I endgame. It's going to be a very close one once again, because low kicks are just so scary. So seeing knock, protect, I assume it's going to be... I'm hoping it's not leech life. But if it is leech life, then... It's Terra Dark this time. So knockoff is going to hurt, but we get some big damage off on this. As a SD. They can't win this with Sucker Punch. I'm just going to click U-turn. And I go for extreme speed here. It's always the play, no matter what here, is to click extreme speed. Right? It should 2-hit KO 𝘼𝙍𝘼𝙉. They are going to protect to scout it. Is it going to 2-hit KO 𝘼𝙍𝘼𝘉? Actually doesn't do a lot to 𝘼𝙍𝘼 at all. Do I have to call a switch? I don't think I do. Because I get my damage here. Do they kill me with close combat? That does a lot of damage. I don't know if another one kills here, actually. It's looking like a roll. And how much does close combat do to me? It would do enough. This looks like such a roll here. I think I've got to go for it regardless. Okay, we pick up the KO and that's going to be a win. Oh boy, what a close game. Really, really well played, Aaron. That was a fantastic game. Does first impression knock me out from here? Just in case. I'm at 230. You're not banded, we know that much. First impression should never knock me out. If you've got it. You don't got it. Okay. Good game, Aaron. We make it to finals. We're now 10-0 for the season, which is insane. And I don't know who we actually play, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. We've had an amazing season. Even if we lose it in finals, I'm happy. I would have been happy if we lost in semis, to be honest. But yeah, replays always really fucking difficult to try and prep and adjust for. So I'm glad I got the win there. Make sure to go check out Aaron. Link will be down in the description below. Like if you enjoyed the battle, subscribe, and yeah, we're heading to finals. I'll see you guys there. Peace.